So what I'm doing is I'm doing something different. I'm doing this video real time, meaning real time is Jermell Charlo versus Martirosyan just ended the 12th round final bell, and right now I would give the fight to Martirosyan. I don't know who won. We're going to listen to the cards right here live. It was a excellent fight, meaning, put it this way, it wasn't necessarily a fight of the year candidate, but as far as an highly entertaining, intriguing, sweet science-ish, not as boring as Laura. I'm not saying Laura is boring, but what I'm saying is he has the reputation to be so. Jermell Charlo, the brothers Charlo, twin brothers Charlo, and Martirosyan did what they were supposed to do. Put it this way. There were no knockdowns. No one got knocked out. It was a highly close fight. Jermell Charlo, in my opinion, started pulling away at the end. What we're going to do is I'm going to have the actual highlights of this fight, courtesy of Showtime. Thank you, T Street Controversy Live, exclusive Showtime deal. As far as media is concerned, I get to show footage and highlights. Listen.
You know, in terms of the power punches, an edge for Martirosyan. In terms of the jabs, an edge for Charlo. And this demonstrates that it's just a very close.
So I don't know who won yet. And what I'm going to do is, courtesy of DVR, I'm going to pause it. Now, what we're going to do is, remember, as I said, let me run it back to you. I'm doing this video real time, so now it's not real time because I'm using my DVR and it's paused, so therefore it's, you know, probably going to be about a minute or two, however long this takes, delayed. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you what the punch stat numbers are. Here's Jermell Charlo, jabs, 53 of 212, 25%. Now, okay, all right, we're going to do it this way. Jabs, Charlo, 53 of 212, 25%. Martirosyan, 31 of 180, 17%. Charlo, power punches, 39 of 98, 40%. Martirosyan, 48 of 75, 27%. Overall punches, 92 of 310 punches landed for Jermell Charlo, 30%. Martirosyan, 79 of 375. Now, what it is it all really depends on how you count the power punches and what you're going to do as far as, and how you view ring generalship and overall aggression, if that makes sense. Because right here we have a 45 punch difference in punches thrown between Charlo and Martirosyan. However, Charlo landed significantly more jabs. I'm talking about 22 more jabs. Lands at 92 of 310, higher percentage than the 22%, 79 of 355 by Martirosyan. So remember, we're going to find out who won. This is something new that I think I'm going to start doing a little bit more. T Street Controversy with RealCombatMedia.com, T Street Controversy Live.
They just don't, and that's reflected in this. They throw below the average in their 154-pound division.
Yeah, more than most fighters, though. Charlo, as well as his twin, relies on the jab to control range, set up the rest of his offense. The typical 154-pounder throws a jab about 42% of the time, but in the ACOG show stat tracks fights, Charlo's thrown more jabs than power shots, and I think that's the big case here again tonight out. All right, Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the official decision. Let's go to the man on the microphone.
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Our judge at ringside, Adelaide Bird, sees the bout 97-93. Judges Lisa Jampa and Dave Moretti both score the bout 96-94. All three in favor of the winner. And still undefeated, Jermell.
Fair.
So the Charlo twins remain tonight.
We're going to talk about the rest. But let's see if we can get some post-fight interviews.
As he picks up the win over Martirosyan.
Like I said, I'll have the highlights to the fight on the channel within the next within the hour of this video, pretty much.
Well, thank you very much, Jermell. Congratulations. How would you assess your performance here this evening? Obviously, a real tough fight.
I want to give honor to God. He made it possible once again for me. He said to lean away. This fight, I knew I had a game plan. Bonus wants to come in, throw,
I can show it to you.
You know, attack a little bit, throw a good right hand. Maybe also to move a little bit. So I was smart in the ring. I did what I had to do. I got the victory, and we on to the next.
Ronnie Shields told you in the 7th round, he said, you better get after it. This is the biggest fight of your life. You need to step it up a notch. Were you aware at that time just exactly where things stood and how close this might be?
I got a son at home, Eli. I knew it. I knew what time it was. I heard him in the 6th round. He said, get on it, get on it. I ended the 6th round well. I came back, 7th round. Ronnie told me, step it up a little bit more. I did that. Every round I elevated my game. The last 10th round, I threw a couple punches. I won the beginning of the round and I boxed in. Played it safe.
After the disappointment of not having the championship fight, you've now had a couple of fights since then, and the competition level obviously good tonight. Do you feel now as though you're ready once again to have an opportunity to fight for a title?
Absolutely. I feel like I'm ready. My brother's ready. We started climbing. If they don't give us a title, they will give us something.
You said you're focused on being a star. Can you explain what you mean to the public by that statement?
An all-around individual, changing my life, doing things better, helping the community, helping the people around me. We all eat.
We all eat.
Congratulations to you both. All right. As we walk across the way here,
let's see what Venice is. I hope Venice is humble.
Accidental headbutt in the 8th round and how much that affected you throughout the course of the rest of the fight, and was it blurry and bothering you?
It was blurry, but doctor told me, they're either gonna stop the fight, give him the fight, or I had to continue. I had to fight. I could barely see, but I was okay to fight. I mean, we're warriors. We fight. I mean, I can't take a little accident and just quit like that. I gotta go all the way.
Did you feel as though you had won the decision?
100%. I mean, he ran the whole fight. I mean, he did land a couple punches, but I was pushing the action. I ran the whole fight. He ran the whole fight. I pushed the action. I won the last round. I thought, it was close. Whoever won the last round was the fight, and I thought I clearly did that. And I don't know. I mean, one judge
can't listen anymore now. It's contaminated. He can,
I don't know. I just gotta go look at the tape, but I honestly think.
I was leaning more towards Venice Martirosyan to win. I was going by the experience, and the experience did show. But what we saw was we saw Jermell Charlo, and if a lot of people don't know, he's now 26-0 with 11 KOs. Jermell Charlo is more of the boxer, the one that has the somewhat of a label of being the less exciting of the two brothers Charlo. Jermell Charlo is the pressure puncher, the pressure fighter, power puncher, and they're both skilled. But see, what we saw in this fight, you can't call this boring to me, even though they only threw about 300 or so punches. This was a highly entertaining fight because you were seeing both guys matching each other, if that makes sense. You would see Jermell Charlo had the more crisp, groundbreaking jabs to whereas in Martirosyan had that pressure and that early body work. Now let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. Now I'm gonna pause this, and this is
because when you look at each of these rounds, you see that the difference.
I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna talk about it.
The numbers Showstat says were landed is not huge, and that's the point. That's what makes a close fight. And the number of punches they threw overall in the fight were very close as well.
Yeah, in the end, I think maybe
Okay, so let's go over this. This is the last part of the video, and then what we're going to do is in Google Hangout tonight, which is a live streaming video, we're going to talk about all of this in depth. So, to get ready for the Gary Russell Jr., Johnny Gonzalez, Gary Russell Jr. fight, we're going to make this the last point we're going to talk about. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live at RealCombatMedia.com, and I cover every single major fight live. This is the punches landed round by round. Round 1, Charlo 7, Martirosyan 6. Round 2, Charlo 5, Martirosyan 13. Round 3, Charlo 13, Martirosyan 6. Round 4, Charlo 8, Martirosyan 7. Round 5, Charlo 7, Martirosyan 8. Round 6, Charlo 18, Martirosyan 10. Round 7, Charlo 11, Martirosyan 8. Round 10, round 8, Charlo 10, Martirosyan 9. Round 9, Charlo 6, Martirosyan 5. Round 6. Why didn't I just show it to you? Tired, man. That's what that is. Instead of reading this, there you go. So, what we see here is even though Martirosyan had the pressure and he was consistently pretty much efficient pressure, if you think about the fact that there was only, there wasn't too much of a difference in the punch volume outside of the percentage. You have to see, statistically on paper and watching the fight, you can see that Jermell Charlo won the fight. And 96-94 was the right card, in my opinion. And you can clearly see that Charlo at, rounds 8, 9, and 10, I would say more so rounds 8 and 10, Charlo, really showed, Charlo won those rounds. To whereas from rounds 1 to 7 or 8, it was pretty much, mini toss-up rounds, 4 or 5, like in that. For example, rounds 4 and 5, you got both fighters landing only a difference between of one punch. So it's rounds like that. You saw a lot of that. Round 8, you had now listen to this. Round 8, 9, and 10, you had let's see, what is that? You had Charlo laying 22 punches, to whereas in Martirosyan 21 punches, within those 3 rounds. You see what I'm saying? But overall, you could see that. I'm going to say I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. We will be talking about it in detail on Google Hangout tonight. Please subscribe.
The Charlo jab might have been